Hello, friends. I would like to appreciate your time and support for watching my last video over the last weekend, wherein we have discussed the scope and function of hardware asset management. And I'm sure you all loved and enjoyed the last session. In this weekend, we are going to discuss about the function and scope of software asset management, and we are going to have a detailed discussion around the SAM functions. So, without wasting time, I would like to start the discussion around the function and scope of software asset management. But before starting the discussion, I would like to request you to subscribe to my channel and share this video or training sessions among your colleagues and friends if you people really love and found it fruitful or helpful for your knowledge enhancement. So let's get start discussion around the software asset management and the functions which is getting performed by the SAM professional. So SAM professional is going to be the backbone of your item industry, as SAM professional is going to perform multiple activities. The first activity which is getting handled by the SAM professional is software license and contract data collection. So collecting the license entitlement data or the purchase proof is one of the very important activity which is getting performed by the SAM professional. Along with that, SAM professional needs to collect the contracts related information which has been signed by customer with specific publisher like Microsoft, IBM, Oracle. So we have a number of publishers, but these are the tier one or the top publisher. Most of the time, customers used to buy product from them, and at the time of purchasing the product, that customer needs to sign a contract or the agreement with this publisher, and that agreement is helping us to understand the mutually agreed terms and condition that needs to be followed. So SAM professional is the one who is having good understanding about the license contracts and agreement, and this is one of the important activity which is getting done by the SAM professional. So collecting purchase evidence of your license and contract is going to be the first activity which is getting performed by the SAM professional. So let's discuss the next activity. So SAM professional is the one who is not just collecting the license entitlement and contract related data. They are doing the review of that documents or the proofs, and they are also performing the analysis on the shared data or the collected data. They used to find out the accuracy, they used to find out the available terms and condition, and they are going to validate and verify if the purchased product and the received proof of purchase is matching. There should not be any mismatch or the we can say inaccuracy in the data. So SAM professional is going to do the validation, verification, and the review of collected the software license entitlement and contract data. Next, SAM professional is also going to perform the asset onboarding activity. Obviously, SAM professional is going to work on the software license onboarding. So it's not enough to just purchase the software from the vendor and receive the purchase proof. Along with that, it's very important to collect the license related information and get it onboarded into your standardized software asset management tool like Flexera, ServiceNow, or your organization might be using SLM. So depend on the standard SAM tool which is getting utilized by your organization. You will have to use that license data repository to update or onboard the license record. If your organization doesn't have any standard SAM tool, obviously we'll have to maintain all this information into the Excel, wherein you will have to collect the product name, the information like software product name, the title which we have purchased, number of quantities which we have purchased. Then we have to think about the license model, on which model we have purchased this product. Is it on-prem or is it going to be the SaaS product? What is going to be the subscription period? Is it perpetual, non-perpetual? So there are a number of things which we have to validate, and based on the status we have to create the license record and onboard the purchase software or contract. Next to that, SAM professional is the one who is managing or handling the end-to-end software request which is getting submitted by the end user. Whenever any employee or the new joinee or maybe the existing employee of your organization require any kind of software, they have to submit the request. That request will go through the different kind of approvals. The first level approval might be from his direct manager. So we have already discussed this flow or chain in our previous video or in the IT asset management lifecycle. You people can check my channel and watch that video. I will be attaching that video at the end of the session. But yes, we have to keep in mind SAM professional is the one who is making sure that end user will get the requested software which they need to perform the business activity. So fulfillment of end user software request is getting done by the SAM professional. And in order to do that, some professional needs to maintain their software license baseline. They have to validate and verify the stock, and based on the license availability they have to do the future forecasting, and they have to plan as per the available stock. So this is the one of the activity or one of the function getting performed by the SAM professional. Let's discuss the next function. So software license allocation is also getting done by the SAM professional. So license allocation is nothing but the tagging the appropriate software license on the name of end user who has requested. So it should not be like without doing allocation to the end user, we are just simply installing the software. So that is not fair. So in order to keep control over software deployment, it's very important to do the asset allocation or the asset provisioning. So we have to tag that specific software license on the name of end user. So it's very important, guys, to do the license allocation, and that is getting done by the SAM professional. Let's discuss the next function which is getting performed by SAM professional. So SAM professional is also responsible for maintaining the software renewal, or software renewal management is getting done by the SAM professional, because whenever we are buying the software product, we have to onboard that software in our data repository, and as and when that software is going to expire, we will be getting the AMC notification. It's kind of alert which SAM professional is getting. XYZ software is going to expire in next 30 days or maybe in next 60 days or 90 days. So based on the alert or the notification, SAM professional is planning for the renewal. In the backend, they used to get in touch with business, and they are going to validate that if that software is going to get utilize further, or do we need to extend the usage of that software. If there is such a need, then SAM professional will definitely plan for the renewal. If business confirm that they are not going to use that software in future, or there is no such requirement, in that situation SAM professional can skip the renewal, and they can save some sort of amount by avoiding the unnecessary renewal. So keeping track over software renewal is one of the very important activity from cost saving point of view, which is getting done by the SAM professional. So let's discuss the next activity or the function which is getting performed by the SAM professional. So inventory tracking or inventory management. Specifically, we are talking here about the software inventory. So software inventory is specifically talking about the software deployment or the total number of software those are installed into the customer infrastructure. So majorly we are going to understand what we are using as we have deployed the software into the customer infrastructure. So with the help of discovery tool or the scanning agent of your SAM tool, is like SCCM, or maybe your organization might be using the Flexra or ServiceNow, or your organization might have Snow License Manager. So depend on the discovery which is deployed by your organization, you will be getting the software deployment data, and maintaining and managing the inventory details of your purchase software and the deployed software is very very important activity which is getting performed by the SAM professional. These are the not final activities, or I will say SAM professional are not limited to these many activities. We have a number of activities. So let's discuss the another activity. So SAM professional is just not doing the inventory management. They are monitoring the software inventory or the software usage or maybe the asset utilization. So why we have to do the monitoring of software usage or the understanding who is using what? Because in order to do some cost saving, it's really important to understand, are we really using something which we have bought or for something which we have paid. It should not be like we have just bought something but we are not using it, so that's not fair. So in order to do that validation, in order to keep control over utilization, SAM professional is keeping watch over your utilization so that they can find such an opportunity to do the reharvesting. So that's the one of the important activity which is getting performed by the SAM professional by doing the monitoring of asset. So as I said that, just to keep control over unauthorized software installation, SAM professional is validating and verifying the discovery data which they received. And here we are talking about software discovery data which is installed on end user's machine, so that SAM professional can validate and verify that who, like, what are the instances those are illegal or unauthorized, those happened in their organization. Ideally, if your end user doesn't have any license, if your organization has not purchased any software license but we have done the installation, so that is going to be your unauthorized installation or the illegal installation. So by validating and verifying, SAM team can avoid such kind of situation. They will get these instances uninstalled, and if there is really business need, then they will ask this end user to follow the standard process. They have to submit the request, then they will have to buy the product, and then only they can utilize that software. And it's very important from security point of view also, because it is going to be a very big impact if you are not using the trusted, validated and verified product from the security team. So it's always recommended to uh, do the validation and verification from the security team before installing any product. The next activity which is getting performed by the SAM team is doing the software reharvesting, and SAM professional also helping organization to avoid the unnecessary purchase. So unnecessary purchase is something like, let's say you have a need of 5 quantity of O365, but you bought, let's say 8 or 10. So it's like you have added or you have purchased something which is extra. That is fine if you are sure that you are going to utilize that additional 5 quantities. That is okay. But if you are not going to use this additional 5 and you have just purchased it into the buffer, and you have not utilized all this 5 quantity throughout the year, and we have unnecessarily paid for that, so that is not fair. And if we have the proper SAM team, if you know the forecasting, and if there is a SAM professional who is really having good understanding of licensing, they can avoid such unnecessary purchase, and even they can stop the renewal of such quantities which we have unnecessary purchase. So this is one of the way by which we can do the harvesting, or we can avoid the unnecessary purchase and save some cost. As a part of harvesting, we will monitor and validate the unused software instances where we have already paid for these licenses, but end user is not using it, and that's not fair. So in order to avoid this costing or this situation, we will request end user to get this software uninstall as they doesn't require it, and based on the discovery we can verify that someone is not using specific software since last 90 days. So that is the standard criteria which we used to follow. If someone is not using any software since last 90 days, we can request them to get it uninstalled, and we can reutilize same software for the another user who needs it. And this is how we can achieve some sort of cost saving, and we can help our organization to do the cost optimization. And next to that, as I said, that we are the one who is doing cost optimization. We are the one who is collecting the financial information which is associated with your software license and contracts. We are giving this heads up to management, how many we have spent throughout the financial year over the software infra. If your management is interested to understand the spend which we have done based on the publisher like Microsoft, IBM, Adobe, we can give that detailed information, as we have collected all the financial details which is associated with the specific product or specific publisher. And this is how we can highlight the cost which we have saved throughout the financial year. So Sam team is the one who is doing millions and billions of saving for your organization by doing the reharvesting, or by stopping the unnecessary renewals, or by avoiding the unnecessary purchase. And this is how we can do the spend management and optimize the cost for our organization. And then next to that, software license and compliance management. This is one of the very important thing which is getting done by the SAM professional. It's very important to understand what we have bought and what we are using. It means that how many licenses we have purchased, how many contracts we have owned, and how many softwares we have deployed. And this is what we this is what which is going to help you to understand your compliance status, if you are compliant or non-compliant, or if there is any risk associated with your product, and the way to get this risk remediated. So a number of factors are there which needs to be considered, analyzed and performed by the SAM professional. In the backend, people or high level management will just see the effective license position, and they will understand the risk or maybe compliant status. They will just see the underutilization and overutilization status of your organization or for a specific publisher. But in the back end, SAM professional is putting hell lot of efforts in order to get that ELP in place or prepare the ELP. And I know nobody is taking care of the efforts which is getting done by the SAM professional in the back end. So I really like it, really hurts, guys, but I know what you people are doing here. And yeah, this is how we can help our organization, is part of our job, and we have to keep working, we have to keep enhancing our knowledge which is related to our item industry. So let's discuss about the next function which is getting done by the SAM professional, and it is going to be the uninstallation and retirement of software. So if any software is not getting used, in that situation we will have to get it uninstalled. We have to send an email, or we have to notify to the end user some software is already expired or something is not getting used, and as you people doesn't require it, we have to educate the end user, and we have to request them to get this software uninstalled. So it's very important thing to get the software uninstalled if someone is not using it, or if they doesn't have the license, or if their license is expired. Because if it got caught into the audit, then that is going to be the problem, and our organization might have to pay the penalty unnecessarily. And we don't want to do this, because our job is to avoid the unnecessary cost, and we are going to help our organization to save the penalty. Then next to that, we are the one who is going to work, or who is going to take the accurate benefit or appropriate benefit of standard SAM tool and the resources those are available in our ITAM team, like your asset management analyst or the consultant, or maybe we have the senior consultant or the manager, whatever the resources those are involved in item practice. It's really important to take the benefit of your resources, utilize them well. And one more important thing is that we have to respect our resources, and we have to respect the whole item family. And this is how we can grow and take the more benefit of our item team. And it's not enough to just take the benefit of resources. In order to do the better software asset management or IT asset management, it's really important to have the good IT asset management tool in place. There are top tool in the market like is license manager. We have the Flexera, and then also we have the Service Now. So these are the standard top tools, and those are getting used by most of the organization. We also have GenSam, which is becoming more popular into the market, and most of the customers are preferring to use that tool. So depends on your need. Different tools are having their own capability or functions based on your requirement and need and priorities. You can take a call and choose the appropriate tool for your organization. And finally, we are going to discuss about one of the very important topic, which is going to be the making our customer audit ready. Whatever the activities performed by SAM professional till now, that is just to make your organization audit ready, because it comes to dollar, it comes to money, because we don't want to pay the penalty to the customer. Even any organization doesn't like to pay the penalties, or they don't want to cut in audit. Even audit comes, they want to be in audit ready position, and that's the reason they have implemented the SAM practice in their organization. They have hired you, they have trained you, and they are expecting that you are going to be the asset for their organization, who is going to add the value to their SAM practice, and you are going to make their organization audit ready. So being audit ready is very important, because before audit comes, we have to make our organization audit ready. We have to start understanding our license contracts, our software deployments, what we buy and what we are using. And before the auditor knock your door, you have to make sure that you are audit ready. There is no complaint risk, there is no risk associated in your infrastructure, and even audit comes, you are going to be in green zone, and there should not be any risk. So it's very important to understand. So these are the multiple activities getting performed by the SAM professional. There will be a number of other activities also there. I might have missed few of them, but I don't want to make videos too much lengthy and boring. That's the reason whatever the topics I feel those are very important, which I should highlight, I have tried my best to cover up over here. But if I miss something and you want to you would like to have some discussion around some such a topic, feel free to write in comment. Definitely I will try to come up with the session in this series. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you really want to get notification, and if you really loves these sessions. Otherwise there is no need to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this session over this weekend. Now if you guys are free to enjoy your weekend. I know we work through the week, and it's time to celebrate the weekend and enjoy your time. I don't want to stop you here. Let's go ahead and enjoy your time, guys. Thank you so much, and don't forget to share and subscribe my channel.